Hey there, Nintendo fans. Darth Carnivorous here, and welcome back to another epic Nintendo video. And guys, tonight I'm going to show off this bad boy right here. Yes, this does look like the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Pro Controller, but this is actually a third-party controller. So yeah, it does have the same look and feel. The only thing that's missing really is the Nintendo Switch logo here, the Nintendo logo back here, even though you can't actually see it in this light. No, you can't. There's a little, it's actually, it's embossed, so you can feel it. Must be part of the mould from the official controller. It does say Nintendo on here. Ooh, naughty, naughty. But this thing, it does work great as a proper Pro controller. I mean, the only thing it's missing from it is NFC. So if you use your Amiibo cards or your Amiibo statues, whatever the hell they're called, if you use them a lot, then this isn't really for you. If you use them a lot, obviously you'd have to keep your Joy-Cons right next to you or get yourself an official Pro controller. I don't use them that much. The only ones I used them for was for Zelda, which I actually still have my Zelda Amiibo cards, which I've had for, when I got these in 2017, maybe actually summer of 2017 I got these. So I've had them since then. I've never got rid of them because I'm the sort of person that goes back to things. I was hoping to use them for Tears of the Kingdom, but like I said, guys, this does not have NFC, so I need to dig out my my Joy-Cons so I can obviously try and see if I can get any decent things unlocked in Tears of the Kingdom. So anyway, this is the reason why I bought it was for Tears of the Kingdom, because the Pro controller that I was using is an unofficial one as well, third party one called Silvercrest. It's actually really good. I use it mostly for my tablet, for emulators. Obviously it's really good. The only thing is though, it does not have the the wake function that obviously a Joy-Con or a Pro controller has. If you don't know what that means, it means you can just press, or you double press the home button, but it's on the second press you hold it, and it will obviously wake up the system. Turn on the controller, wake up the system, easy as that. But with that one, I had to, get up off my lazy arse and got there and unlock the console myself. So I got this one from Amazon. This is $26.49 for this one. So this one does have gyroscope. It does have vibration, not HD rumble, but vibration. And it has a really, really good battery life on this. I mean, I've only charged this thing once, and I got this about 3 or 4 days ago. Now, I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom like crazy. I picked up another couple of games today, which was Luigi's Mansion 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, what's the other two I got? Oh god, I actually completely forgot. Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes, and Pikmin 3. So yeah, I picked up 3 games with the, third in the title. So yeah, now I want to show this thing off. Obviously, I have mentioned that it's it feels really good. And it has that same similar plastics to what Nintendo use, where it's kind of like anti-sweat. I mean, pretty much every Nintendo console I've used with a controller, my hands have never been sweaty. It must be something that they use. This thing has the same sort of thing, same sort of idea. Like I say, guys, I've been playing this for a long time. I'll just quickly get into, and the battery is still full. Obviously, you don't get a battery percentage; you just get the little battery icon, and obviously, it kind of drains, over time, just like the Switch console as well. So I booted up Crysis 3 Remastered. I was actually playing it on my Steam Deck, and then I had the notion to play it, to use it to play it during this video, just to show off the gyroscope and whatever else. I really should put on Zelda, but you know what, guys? Zelda is in my case. I do have the physical copy, and obviously the system is right there. So yes, I'm being very lazy tonight, but I'll just show off Crysis anyway. I'm playing Crysis, I thought I would show off anyway. Now I do have these extended thumbsticks, which are really nice. I do recommend getting these ones, especially for shooting games, especially for, just any type of game that does use the 2 setups for the left stick and right stick. So like I say, guys, this does have vibration. It does have no NFC, vibration, It does have a really good battery. You can actually see the battery through the casing. It's very, very hard to see in this light. But there is a battery in there. It's a 1300 milliamp hour battery, so that's actually pretty decent. And it's very, very easy to connect to your console. It picks up as a proper Pro controller. So I'll just show this one. Right, let's try and zoom in. I don't think I can zoom in, can I? No, I can't. Okay, so what I'll do is, there we go. So you'll be able to see that anyway. Okay, so here is obviously the controller's working. Get the controls. There we are in the very bottom. So it does have the same sort of icon as the official one does, you know. And what I'll do is quickly, I will go into control and sensors. Now, one of the things I meant to mention at the start of the video there was the D-pad. The D-pad's not the best D-pad in the world. It reminds me quite a lot of a Dreamcast D-pad, because it's very, very sharp. Like the corners are very sharp. And I don't know if you can actually hear this, but it's very loud when you press it as well. So what I'll do is I'll calibrate the sticks as well. So this is the left stick I'm using, and you can see no dead zones whatsoever. I'm just going back to I'm just letting that go back to its neutral position. There we go. And I'll do the same with the right. I should have done this in the first place, so you guys know that I'm actually using this one. There we go. So yeah, really good. No dead zones, no drifting, nothing like that. And obviously you can calibrate the motion controls, but you just have to, you just put this on the table and it will calibrate, which is usually a good thing to do anyway, because you don't want to be playing a game where obviously it does kind of screw you up in the long run. Okay, so Crysis, there we go. Right. So yes, I have the gyro aiming on, so I can use the left stick to look around, obviously. But here's the gyro aiming. There we go. So obviously the thing is though with gyro aiming, yes, it's kind of it's kind of jittery. Obviously it depends on the way you're holding it. I got into those, so for back in the day when obviously it was like nothing could run Crysis, and now we have the Crysis trilogy on a handheld. It's absolutely insane. I mean, this game only runs at 30 FPS. It's an absolutely beautiful looking game, as you can see, and that's the thing. It always still surprises me how amazing Switch games look. They still look amazing. Some games look like absolute garbage, whereas a lot of them do look amazing. Like this game. Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade Chronicles, Luigi's Mansion, the Mario games, and they all look absolutely fantastic. Right, so yeah, there we go. And I'll just show that as well. There we go. Sorry guys, though I end up making you sick. But yeah, so this controller was $26.49 from Amazon, which I think is a really good deal because it's just a bit lower than half the price of the official one. So if obviously you have the official one, you want to what do you call it? You want obviously like NFC and things like that, then by all means get the official one. But I'm trying to save myself some money, rather than paying out the arse to get an official one. And then I can get one like this when I barely use NFC. A lot of people probably don't use NFC as much as they think, so I mean I can have my Joy-Cons sit at the side if I want to use NFC, so it's as easy as that. Right, let's get my bow out, make sure I'm on the right ammo, and didn't realise how I was very short in arrows. So when you have the gyroscope on, to me it feels like I'm playing a Wii game,
How'd you find that gun? It's not important. I hope you know what you're messing with. Come on. We'll cut through the tunnels to the train yard.
Yeah, I still remember playing this game, guys, playing it on the Xbox 360 for the first time, and when you seen like a close-up of Psycho and the other guy in one of the cutscenes, I thought, my god, that just looks amazing, you know. Right, so what I'll do is, guys, for you, I'll put on Zelda, you know, just so that you guys can see what it's like, obviously like shooting arrows and things like that, so, you know what, but guys, just bear with me. Okay guys, so as you can see, Zelda is in. There we go. And do you know something funny though, guys? You think it may sound a bit silly if you haven't played one of these new Zelda games like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Just be prepared to die a lot. You think you're playing like a Souls game because usually one hit kills you, or something stupid as that. You get hit with an arrow, or get, you know, you're trying to do like this sort of, when you do like a perfect dodge, you can do like a flurry. You know, it's like that, and yeah, I've died probably, I mean, let's see, I have played this for, you know, 10 hours or more so far, and I'm you guys are probably way higher than me, but yeah, I've died probably about maybe probably 30-40 times. I know that sounds a bit pathetic, but let's see, actually, let's get to a couple of enemies just so I can test out the gyro aiming. There we go, so obviously the aiming's on. But you guys, I would highly recommend getting this controller, especially if you want to save yourself some money, or even have a backup controller if you have the official one. Because obviously, you know, the official ones, what am I doing actually? I can just use this and clear that sludge away. There we go. That's easier. And there's a Lazafos. Is it Lazafos? Lizafos? Lizzie McGuire? Something like that? There we go. Yeah. Oh, he blocked that one. Oh, he blocked that as well. And that. Right, I need to get a better weapon. Damn. Yay, he took his shield off. Come on, come on. Ah, oh, God. That's bad timing. And I don't have any arrows, my God. Right, okay, so that didn't really go well to plan. Let's see. Well, obviously I've shown off Crysis, guys. I mean, that game is a first-person shooter, which, you know, doesn't rely on, what do you call it? It doesn't rely on, obviously, gyroscope, but you can put it on if you like. I'll show off one more game quickly. I don't even know if Metroid Prime, does that have gyro? You know what? Let's fire it up just to check. You know what, guys, I was so happy when this game got announced, because obviously there was the rumours for years that the Metroid Prime trilogy was going to come out. Let's see, controls. Right, we need to get into the game. That obviously there was rumours that, you know, the Metroid Prime trilogy was going to actually come out, but I do hope that, you know, the second game, Echoes and Corruption, comes out. I really, really do hope that, because, I mean, can you imagine having like the Metroid Prime quadrilogy on the one console? That would just be so, that would be so cool. It really would be. I mean, this game just looks absolutely amazing. I mean, it still looked amazing even on the GameCube. Right, let's see. Controls. Right, so camera. Gyro and stick. There we go. Right, there we go. There's a gyro one for Metroid. So obviously you can kind of look around, but you need to use the stick like a first person shooter to kind of look even further up, down, left and right. Yeah, this game looks very, very good. Yeah, nice one. Right, okay, so I'll try one more game. So that's the thing, guys. Oh, that's the one thing I wanted to show you. So you can probably hear, you know, the clicky D-pad. So this is the very first game. Believe it or not, this is the very first game that I tried it out because there's one reason why I wanted to try this one out. And obviously, let the game speak for, let the video, let this part speak for itself. Now, I really wanted to have something, a decent D-pad, because I do play Street Fighter games from time to time, and this is one of the best ones because it does have, pretty much all the best versions of, Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, and the worst thing is really when you cannot do like a Hadouken, or a Shoryuken, or a Tatsumaki Senpukaki. Right, I need to go Ryu for this, or Ru. Right, so the analog stick is absolutely fine. Okay, so the thing is though, guys, I grew up with obviously with a Super Nintendo. I'm sure a lot of you guys did as well, but I get used to, doing Hadoukens, like half circles, full circles, quarter circles, whatever else with the D-pad, and it does, you can do it, but it takes, you need to kind of put a bit more pressure on. So if I do it light, as you can see, there we go, I actually managed to pull that one off, but it can be quite difficult. So obviously I'm using the, it can be quite hard to do. As you can see, I'm trying to do it now, it's just not happening. It may happen maybe once in a while. Right, so I got that one. Right, so this is the analog stick for a Tatsumaki Senpukaki. There we go, actually got it. Right, so see, it's kind of hit and miss, obviously, if you guys play with the analog stick, then fair enough. Yeah, so if you play with the analog stick, fair enough, you're going to have a great time with this controller. It's perfect. But the D-pad, let's see if I can do a Shoryuken. Oh, I managed to get one. That was a D-pad, by the way. There we go, there's another one. There we go. See, I'm still trying to do a Hadouken, but sometimes it is hit and miss. I don't know. It's as if the central pivot just doesn't want to. That's a weird one. Yeah. So, like I say, guys, it is hit and miss, and this was the first one I wanted to try out because if you watch my video, I put on recently with the PSP 1000 with the IPS screen. Now, my friend put that together. It's a third-party shell, and it's obviously like the official buttons because the third-party buttons usually are crap. A few games you can do, the Hadoukens and whatever else, no problem whatsoever. But Street Fighter EX plus Alpha, you can't do any of them unless you use the analog slider, Let's try one more game. There we go. Doom Eternal. It still impresses me how amazing the Switch is. I mean, this console's like, what, 6 years old? And yet, the games that come out for it are still really, really good. I mean, games like, obviously you get Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, you get Dragon Ball Z Fighters, even Xenoverse 2. You've also got, like, obviously your Mario games, your Smash Brothers games, the Fire Emblem games, Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin 3, the Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy as well. Sadly, no Xenoblade Chronicles X yet. But the thing is, well, guys, I do have a modded Wii U, which I will do a video at some point. And having the modded Wii U, I do have all the games I could ever want to play on that system. And Xenoblade Chronicles is, most definitely one of them. So I may have to do a quick jump cut here, guys, just because, I'm loading this from like the SD card, which SD cards are a really good one, but obviously it just depends on the read speeds from the Nintendo Switch, which, yay, is connected to Bethesda. Yay. Right, okay guys, jump cut. Okay, so that was surprisingly quicker than I thought. There we go, let's get the gyro stuff on. I use the D-pad for everything, but this one's just so loud. That's one of the kind of bad points about it. Let's see, gyro, where the hell's gyro? Ah, motion aiming, there we go. Right, so everything's set to default, and there we go. There we are, guys. So yeah, I've obviously shown this off a lot, so if you don't believe that this is the same controller, then you're obviously not as smart as you look, Right, there we go, good some enemies, there we go. Boom, come on, Pinky. Aha. Come here, imp. I love the way the imps look in this one compared to the first game, because the first game they looked really good. This one they look a lot more accurate to the. I'm going to die in a sec. They look a lot more accurate to the way they looked in the original games, with the spikes all over the bodies. Ah, shit. Plasma. So yeah, I mean, if you like gyro aiming and your stuff, then you know what, this is great for you. This is perfect for you, pretty much. Yeah, double kill. And as you can see, I'm ripping everybody apart, easily. Oh shit! Uh-oh. Spoke too soon. Yeah. I know I could have already killed him there, but I'm trying to get some health. Ah, shit. Shit, what else have I got? Ah, shotgun. Oh, fucking hell's two spiders. Uh-oh, no. Ah, no. I'm not used to gyroscope stuff, so okay, let's get to the conclusion. Okay, so yeah, the good things about this one is it does feel like the Pro Controller. Don't get me wrong, I think if someone was blindfolded or in the dark and you passed them this, and then you passed them the Pro Controller, they probably could tell the difference. I don't know, I really don't. I don't have a Pro Controller here to obviously compare, but from my knowledge, I have had a few Pro Controllers over the years, and to my knowledge, this does feel pretty much the same, other than the really clicky D-pad. But then again, I do remember the D-pad on that one being very stiff as well. So the good points is it does have really comfortable ergonomics. Okay, so yeah, you can play this with this thing for hours, and I don't think you're going to get any hand cramp. You're your hands won't sweat or nothing, which will be great. The sticks feel really, really responsive, like they're really, really good sticks. I don't think you're going to get any drifting from these things. Maybe it depends on how the way that you treat your controllers. So a lot of people probably like do that with their controllers or whatever. They get very frustrated. It's like people that would say, "Yeah, don't get me wrong. There'll be genuine people that would get like a brand new controller that would have drifting, but then you get idiots that would like sling their controller across the room out of frustration or rage quitting, and obviously that's doing some damage to their controllers. And then they just put a post on Reddit saying, "How do you fix this drifting? I got this new controller, blah blah blah." You know, a lot of people probably do that. Buttons are really nice as well. You know, other than the loud D-pad, you know, that's one of the downfalls, as I've already mentioned. Battery life on this thing is really, really good. Probably in comparison to the official one, and the fact that it doesn't have NFC as well would probably give you a bit more extended battery life. And that's one of the cons about this. There's no NFC, even though on the box it does say NFC supported, which it doesn't. It does have vibrations, but it's not HD. But it doesn't really matter. Vibrations, you know. I mean, obviously on a Joy-Con, when you're playing something like 1-2 Switch, that matters with the vibrations, the HD rumble, or whatever you want to call it. That does matter, but you know, I always turn off the vibration anyway because I don't really like it. So I've always done that. It's like back in the day when the Rumble Pack came out for Dreamcast and N64. I never ever bought one because I had no interest in them. I really didn't. So yeah, it's really nice to hold in the hands, just like the official one. The joysticks are really nice as well. Buttons are really nice. The thing is though, these buttons are actually more raised than the official ones. I don't know if you can actually see that. But the menu button, the pause button, the select button, whatever it's called, the screenshot button are more raised as well, so they're easier to press. Shoulder buttons are really, really nice as well, really nice and really responsive. And obviously you get a USB-C there for charging, just like the official one. There's a sync button. You do get a little orange LED there, obviously to indicate charging, but it's very, very dull. Weirdly enough, actually, I'll try and actually I can't show you yet, guys. You know what, I can. I'm charging my Steam Deck, but you know what, this will do nicely. So, well, it doesn't really make a bit of difference, obviously, but it's not as bright as the official one. That's pretty much it. It's not a pro, it's not a con, it's just obviously something that, give me a sec guys, just to plug this back in. It's just something that's, I thought I would mention. But yeah, this thing also does have the wake function, which I'll actually prove right now. The reviews on Amazon say that they haven't. Some say they have, some say they haven't. So what I'll do is, obviously, if you put your console into sleep, it doesn't go into a deep sleep till after a few seconds. So if you wake it up, so you need to wait until your TV kind of disconnects completely like this. So obviously this is a source image. So what you do is, if you guys don't know, you press the home button once, but press it as a double click, and then on the second click, hold in the home button, just like so. Okay, so you can see the indicator right there, and there you go. Sleep wake function. And believe me guys, I've had my Switch actually turned off, and then, you know, I plugged it into that dock. As you can see there, I've got one of those little Haystop docks, little travel docks, which are actually really good. The whole thing is though, the only bad thing about the dock is it doesn't, like, if you put it on auto source, so when you turn on the console it should change to the channel, it doesn't actually change, which absolutely sucks. So but it's not at the end of the world, you know. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this controller as well, because it does have the wake function as well. A lot of the ones don't have the wake function, so this one does. So that's, I guess a thumbs up from me. So anyway guys, yeah, that's a long video, but I wanted to get a bit more in depth, show off a few games, show off how things work, how they look. Obviously, you know, it's everybody's different impressions of the thing. It's everybody's different our own personal experience with the thing. You may get this, you may absolutely love it. I mean, it may even be better than your official one, or you might hate it. You know, it's just the way it is. It's like Marmite, you love it or you hate it, you know. It's just like anything really. you either love it or you hate it. You know, everything out there, there's always someone that's going to hate something that other people love, and vice versa. So this may not be for you, but then again, it may be. But just remember something: you buy it from Amazon, you can get a refund, you can send it back, get your money back. It's not like you have to get this thing and keep it, you know. But just to show you guys, obviously I've been playing this for what, half an hour, and I've been playing Zelda for 10 hours since I got this thing, and I mean, look at the battery indicator, it's still fully charged. You know, it's absolutely crazy. This reminds me of the Wii U Pro Controller. The Wii U Pro Controller has an amazing battery life. I actually booted it up a couple of months ago, my Wii U, and I played it for ages, and I thought I'll use my Pro Controller for Zelda, and it was still fully charged. It's absolutely crazy. So anyway guys, that's it for the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash the like button, throw me a devil horns. Also subscribe to my channel for more epic Nintendo stuff like this. I will also leave a comment down below with a link to where you can buy this one. And you know what guys, look at the reviews, watch this video. Obviously there's you know, video proof, you know, video evidence that the way this thing works and stuff like that. And I can definitely give you a thumbs up and say this is definitely worth your money, you know, especially if you don't want to pay. It's good for obviously kids as well. You can get two of these things for the price of obviously one official controller. You think it that way as well. If you've got kids that play games together, you know, they play like, I don't know, Pikmin or Street Fighter or whatever else they play together, you know, if they play split screen for instance, or maybe your kids have got a Nintendo Switch each, they need a new controller or whatever else. You know what guys, it's a no-brainer. You know, for the price of one, you can get two. And the only thing that's missing really is NFC and HD Rumble, but you do get the original Rumble. You're getting a great battery life, you're getting something that feels authentic, and it feels really good. It really does, guys. I'm really, really impressed. I haven't had one issue with this thing whatsoever. And believe me, I'm not just saying that. This is obviously not a product placement. I'm not getting paid for this. This is bought by yours truly. And this is, I didn't even plan on doing a video for this, but I thought, you know what, this thing is so good, I thought I would just add up, you know, make myself a little video just for you guys out there, just in case you see this thing, you go into Amazon, you read the reviews, and obviously you can read people's reviews and experiences, and some are good, some are bad, some are awful, some are amazing, you know, obviously it's just the way it is. But seeing something like this where you're seeing the games in action with the controller, you know, it's good. It's really good. Like I say, guys, you've got the Nintendo icon missing from here. The Switch icon. You've got the Nintendo one back here, as you can see. It's hard to see, but it's a blank. There's nothing there, you know. Obviously, they probably carved that out when they've been doing that. But you know what? I love it. I really do. I actually may buy another one just as a backup. So, anyway, guys, like I said, that's the end of this video. So, smash, throw, subscribe, and sayonara.